already, and I took my daughter back a couple of weeks ago. They're going to go into great detail about how beautiful their homes are. They're just right up the street, so we'll let them have the floor in a little bit. So our zone accounts are going away, and we're changing over to Zone Pro, right? Is that what it is? Goodbye Zone? Yeah, Zone Pro. System is great. Okay, so I watched a quick little tutorial video yesterday on it. You guys are going to love it. There's so much more in there that you're able to do. So that's coming on May 20th. They're going to release that for all of the agents.
Is it login the same way?
Same thing. It just your login is going to be different, but yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a few more features in there that we have now. Yeah. So we've got LVR updates. So the sold single family closings in April, but this is what is super important. I've gotten asked 6 times this week, what are the average days on market? 41 days on market. So I actually think that's pretty good because we were up in the 60s. So things are starting to move a little bit faster. So hopefully whenever school ends, we'll start closing a little bit more. But I'm hearing more and more agents saying they are a little bit busier. So we have some that aren't working just yet. They're like, nothing's happening. And other ones, I've got 3 deals going on right now. So it is, it's a hit or miss, but I think it's going to start picking up. And then market snapshots. He prints that out for you. I'm not going to go over that. But, okay, we're going to congratulate Lori Smith. There we go. She's our best new agent. She's been working really hard to get all of her systems up and going. A little fun fact about Lori, her family owns a Realty One group in Hoboken?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yes, so she's here with us, but they are there, so she's part of the family for quite a while. And then we have our rising star, Joanne Davidson, for closing 2 transactions last month. So whoop whoop. So congratulations, and she's got a listing coming up now too. So good for her. Our $1 Million Club agents, thank you all for working so hard. And Joanne, you did make the $1 Million Club. Yeah. So that's super exciting. Then we have our what are we here? What is this one? Oh, the top 25. I was like looking for it. There's a lot going on in there. So yes, our top 25 agents as well. And then our teams. Are these our teams? Yes. So congratulations to you all. You've all done some, a great job. And I want to say thanks because a lot of the teams, if you guys are watching, they are super helpful to all of our single agents as well. So if they can always ask questions and they're always there for them. So we appreciate you all. ROG anniversaries. What for the month of May? Am I on there? Okay, well, I started in May of 2009. So, but I'm not on this one. So just so you know. Happy birthday, all of our birthdays for the month of May. And then welcome to the One Family. So these are our new agents that have joined us, new and seasoned, in April and then in May so far. So we're doing pretty good. And again, okay, that was one of the things I have on my notes. Guys, if you refer 3 agents to come join us at Realty One Group, you get a year free of your monthly fees. So it's super important. I know, Elon, I've got a friend of yours, I think, that's coming in later this afternoon. Joanne, you had mentioned somebody that you're trying to get switched over from another brokerage. We are the largest brokerage here in town. We do have the 4 offices and just under the 2,000 agents. So we are a large company, right? We are corporate owned here, so we are one family. You can use all 4 offices. So to give that information to your friends, fellow agents that you meet, because I don't know, I've been with the company 17 years. So to me, it's my brand. And I love it. So I can't say enough about it. They have so much to offer, all the tools that they do give us. So share that with the other agents because I do feel that they might be missing that at their brokerages. Next week, I just found out about this yesterday. We have a broker panel on Tuesday in the Green Valley office. So all of us, it's Tuesday. In the Green Valley office from 9:30 to 11. Instead of their office meeting, we're all going to go down there and you can ask the brokers, managers questions. So we try to do it like every quarter at each office. So next Tuesday is going to be in Green Valley. If you're new and you're doing your Rev Up classes, again, Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 to 11, and they switch locations, Southwest, Green Valley, Northwest, Summerlin. So if you're doing the classes, make sure you look at the location before you head down to one of the offices, or you could do it Zoom. We do it live on Zoom as well. Onboarding is the first Wednesday of every month. So June 3rd, there's going to be one. It's Zoom only. We tell you how the offices work, how to get in after hours, who our main vendors are. So always, if you're new agent or just new to the company, please jump on that. It's the first Wednesday of every month, 1 to 2:30. We have an Aviators ball game. I don't know if any of you've gone. I went last year, super fun. June 5th. It's not, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's in the middle of summer and it's hot. But once that sun goes behind the walls, it's fine. And then we have our own little area and there's food and there's a bunch of us there. It's a lot of fun. So try to make that. We have, John Morgan has our Wind Down Wednesdays every Wednesday. Yesterday, where did anybody go to the one yesterday in the Northwest? Was it yesterday? Yep. So Southwest is this next coming week, and then Summerlin's always the last week. If you haven't been to a Wind Down Wednesday, come and enjoy. It's from 3 to 5. John pulls out his beverage cart. We got a charcuterie board, and we all just kind of hang out there. We're not talking work. We're just kind of socializing and hanging out with everybody. So, and he does a free gas card giveaway. I don't see John here. He's not here today, but come and try to win that gas card for the drawing. Who doesn't need, a full tank of gas? Also, we give you free post CE and post and CE classes through Key Realty School. So if you guys need any of that, just scan that. While you're with Realty One Group, it's free, unlimited amounts of that, the post and the licensing and the CE, because it can get quite expensive, $20 to $100 a class everywhere else. So get that going. And then our training calendar. I run the training calendar, guys. I make the training calendar. And I try to do this to incorporate all 4 offices, the lenders, the title, rock title, because everybody wants to give us as much training and education as we can. So we'll have all of the office meetings will be on there. I have Back to Basics on Monday. Sometimes we have a Tuesday tool. We have the first mandatory Mentee Monday meeting the first Monday of every month. We have the rev ups. So there's everything that is happening in the offices is on this calendar. We try to make sure that it's up to date. As soon as I change something, it changes. So I might have to cancel a meeting. So before you drive to an office, just pull up the calendar and make sure that event is still going on. We have a free CE class for solar on May 19th from 1 to 4 here, right? It's at this location, yes.
If you guys don't know Mike, you've not seen
No, that's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
a really big fan of Mike because I actually reach out to him a lot when solar comes up on the energy side. If you have not seen Mike speak, I highly suggest it. He's amazing. He's probably one of he's the most reputable solar person. I referred him to clients that are looking to get into solar. I just say talk to Mike first because you're going to get the truth. Yeah. So anyway, I'm a really big
So Mike, actually, I believe he has a solar company to install solar, but then he will also, when you go under contract, whether you're the buyer or the seller, they will come and you can pay him to come out there and evaluate the solar. They can also pay him to transfer all of the systems over, which is a big headache that we all have to go through when there's solar on there.
And he has a warranty.
Yes.
He has a solar warranty.
If you have a system that doesn't have a warranty, you can get a warranty through him. So very knowledgeable, very calm. I like attending his solar classes because you get the CE credits, but he's very just down to earth. It's not one of those you're just sitting there just waiting for the 3 hours to go by. So a lot of good information, right? And then we have extra CE classes by Matthew. I believe these are, CE by Matthew. So we have June 18th, May 29th. June 29th. May 8th, why are these out of order? What's going on? Okay, so May 8th, which is already passed. Okay, June 5th, June 18th, June 25th. What is going on there? Okay. Oh, okay, you did it by location. I was trying to do it by date. Okay, got it. So, okay, bear with me, everyone. So, okay, so if you need CE classes, we've got plenty of coming up there. All right. Okay, this one. There's a lot going on here. But this, I believe, is out of the Green Valley office as well. And it's like learn how to fix and flip and manage the construction. So, I think we've included the flyers in your handouts there. So go through that. If it does interest you, I believe you can reach out to the Green Valley office and they'll let you know. But it looks like June 12th and June 22nd. There's a lot on there, but yes, those would be great classes, because I'm sure if you guys aren't interested in fixing flipping, you will have clients that ask you. So good to get the information, so at least you can touch upon the subject and direct them to whoever need they, you know,
And
you
his
need.
classes fill up, so if you guys want to go, I would RSVP as soon as possible, because this guy is very popular.
Where's his name?
Nate
What?
Allo, I think
Okay.
is his name, A-L-O.
It's like, I'm sure it's somewhere on there. But it's good. It's good. I mean, yeah,
Everything else.
there's a lot going on in there, but it looks good. And, you know, very colorful. Looks great. So, okay, Nora, our favorite home warranty.
I was gonna play a
person
game,
now.
but you know what? Today you all win.
Oh,
That's
yay.
what you get for showing up. But if you don't know who I am, I'm Nora DiGregorio. I'm your market manager with American Home Shield. Who does not know me?
We all know you, Nora.
You don't know me? Oh my gosh. I'm Nora. I'm gonna give you my phone number, and you're just gonna see me in your phone as your home warranty assistant. Okay, so I love story time. Here, who else? Who else? Didn't get a bag. Okay, well, I have some bags up here. All right, so what is everybody talking about right now? Buyers and sellers? HVACs.
Oh, yeah, summer.
HVACs. We're talking about HVACs. So I have had quite a few issues already. I can't emphasize this enough. If you're a buyer's agent and you do an inspection, please read your inspection report. If you're not going to read it, talk to the inspector, because if something comes up on the inspection report, and we all know what do inspectors write when it comes to the HVAC. They're not contractors. They are there to protect themselves as well. They may write, the system is old, will eventually need to be replaced. Have an HVAC contractor take a look at it. You guys, it's $100 to have an HVAC tune-up or an HVAC maintenance. Not, you don't even have to do it through us. Just do it. It's worth $100, because here's what happens. They close, right? It's 110 degrees. They have all the doors open. They're moving in all their stuff, right? And the system is working overtime. The AC breaks like that first 2 weeks. One in 4 of your clients will place a claim with us within the first 60 days. 1 in 4. First 60 days. And we have a lot of data. We have 3 million customers in our database. 1 in 4 will place a claim. So if I ask you for this, let's say you call me up and you're like, my client got denied on the HVAC. Can you please help us out? First thing I'm going to ask you, was there anything on the inspection report that came up that noted that? And if you say no, and then I get the inspection report, and I can't. The thing is I can use that inspection report up to 90 days. But if it's something that was noted, it's going to be denied, and it's really, really hard for me to overturn pre-existing, especially a known pre-existing. A known pre-existing means it was in the inspection report. Okay? So that's my main thing. If you don't know, you're not sure, send me the screenshot of that page of the HVAC. Be like, is this going to be a problem for my client? And I will tell you, yes or no. Go for the $100 it takes to send a contractor out there, it's worth it. Okay? Again, if you're the listing agent and you get your request for repairs and there's something on there with an HVAC and you don't have listing coverage on there, we can add the listing coverage at any time. Before you put it in the MLS, after you put it in the MLS, when you get into contract, after your inspection, the week before closing, we can add on seller's coverage at any point. And that, what I found, is a really valuable tool for you as a listing agent for a couple of reasons. One, it will help you win listings, right? You've all heard me talk about how to do a presentation. And if you have not, I will be here for a couple hours. I'm happy to do a little role play with you. Because if you're trying to win listings, this is going to help you. But it's going to protect you when you put the listing coverage on and something comes up that you need to have checked, right? Because you can use that to make the claim, especially if the buyer is going to continue the coverage, right? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about HVAC is refrigerant. As the largest home warranty company in the country, we buy condensers and compressors. We get them at practically nothing. It costs us almost nothing to buy those parts. Same with labor. We pay wholesale. as large as we are, refrigerant is the largest repair cost when it comes to fixing the HVAC. We cannot even buy it in bulk, okay? We are held to whatever the cost is at the time that we need it. It fluctuates from season to season and region to region. And it doesn't matter if it's R22, 410A, what are you guys putting in your HVACs? Do you know, is it 435B? Do you know what the new HVAC refrigerant is?
No.
No. Well, I would tell you, the newest refrigerant is even more expensive than the ones that are discontinued that we're manufacturing. The largest expense is going to be the refrigerant. Please, please, if you know you have a first-time buyer, if you know somebody's on like a fixed budget, if you know that they have a lot of work that they're gonna need to do on this house and they're really gonna need that budget protection, the difference between Shield Plus and Shield Complete is $180. They get that unlimited refrigerant, they get the complimentary rekey or the complimentary HVAC tune-up, they get that roof leak protection. They get the thing with Shield Complete is they're gonna pay the least amount of out-of-pocket expenses when it comes to repairs. Okay, so when you're with your inspector, when you're going to the inspection, how many of you go to the inspection towards the end? Don't just walk around, ask questions, at least towards the end. I know they don't want to be bothered during, but at least at the end, hey, what kind of refrigerant does that HVAC take? Is it still under a manufacturer warranty? Why do you want to know that? Because if it's still under a manufacturer warranty, we won't touch it. And you don't want anyone to, no, you don't want any contractor to touch it because it voids out that warranty. Same with the water heater. Hey, is that warranty, what is the PSI on the water heater set at? Why is that important?
Pressure.
You know what PSI is? It's water pressure, right? If it's set over 80 and the water heater bursts and we come out and it's set over 80, we're gonna deny it. It's a hard denial. There's nothing I can do to help you. Because anything over 80 is super hard on the systems and it's considered misuse and abuse. I know it feels good in the shower, but it's not good for your system, right? So I have lots of tidbits like that. Like I said, I'll be here for a couple hours. If you're not leveraging seller's coverage, please let me explain it to you because I think it will help you win listings. Me and
Trying
you.
to do seller's coverage.
Yes, Joanne's been doing it. She just put it in my biggest. Do I have a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Tim said I had it like all day.
Yeah,
No,
you
just kidding.
Oh, you go for it.
No, okay. So let me just do a really quick thing with seller's coverage. The way that I would present it if I was a real estate agent, when I went to a listing appointment, I would ask the seller, do you currently have a home warranty on your property? No. Okay, great. As part of my service as your listing agent, I'm going to put a limited policy on your property. It's not going to cost you anything. The only time it will cost you is if something breaks during the time the property is listed, we can decide if we want to terminate the home warranty, or when we get the request for repairs from the buyer, we can decide if there's anything on there that's crucial enough that we can use the home warranty. So it's there just for your budget protection. Now, in today's market, every single buyer's agent and buyer is going to request a home warranty. Are you open to passing along a 1-year home warranty to the buyer? Okay, that's kind of the verbiage, right? And so they don't need to know that it's free, right? The seller's coverage. You're just there to add value, right? So I had this conversation with Joanne yesterday. Don't just put it on there. You have to leverage it and market it to your benefit and the property's benefit. The verbiage is, I would put it in the MLS, property's currently covered with American Home Shield listing coverage. The seller has already agreed to pass along a 1-year buyer's coverage, period. Now, if you're a buyer's agent and you see that, what are you thinking? It's good, right? Your buyers are like, wow, that's pretty cool. They know that the property's not neglected, that somebody's taking care of it. For a buyer's agent, if you have a new buyer's agent, that's one less thing they have to negotiate in the contract. And everybody wins. It's there for your protection on page 5. It's on the contract for a reason. It's there to protect you as a buyer or seller's agent. So that's my story.
So one other thing, though,
Yes.
is what I think agents should do is always, when you're writing up an offer, put it in there for the highest amount. For what was it, $815?
815.
Yeah, and if they counter it out, you can counter it back and say, okay, well, you cover $600 of it. try to get as much of it covered by the seller. And if not, okay, so 200, if they cover 600, then your buyer has to pay $215 for a year's worth of coverage. Try to get something, but you should have some kind of coverage.
And here's the deal. 9 times out of 10, almost 100% of the time, if I talk to your buyer and I explain the difference between Shield Complete and Shield Plus, and it's gonna cost them another couple $100 to come out of that, they will almost always say, yes, just do it. They will almost always say, yes, just do it, especially when I talk about the refrigerator. Do you guys know what, somebody chat GPT this. What is the current cost of refrigerant? Let's just say 410A. Go ahead, Sarah.
200 pounds.
410A, what is the current cost? And it's May, so it's really cool in the cut. It's not, we don't have having too much of a hot weight.
You said 410A?
An average 5-ton unit, right, is like in a 2,400.
No, I'm 200 pounds.
2,300, like the average 5-ton unit takes anywhere between 8 to 10 pounds.
Okay, so do you want wholesale?
No, we want retail. Retail.
Hold on.
We're not paying wholesale.
Purchase online is often around $259 to $600, depending on brand, purity, and market supply. House close.
And we put a cap, just so you know, we don't let our contractors charge you, like, they know that, like, there's a cap, you know, that we get charged and that our buyers, our consumer, our homeowners will get charged. So let's just say it's $100, let's just say $100, right? Just say $100 for fun. On a 5-ton unit, 10 pounds, that's $1,000 out of pocket, bam. And I've seen it up to, I'll never forget this when I first started, because I didn't even know what refrigerant was. And I came from cosmetics. I was like, what's refrigerant do? Do we need that? I was a property in Paran. It was $2,800 in refrigerant.
Oh.
We ended up replacing the system because it was going to be cheaper for us to replace the condenser than just put the refrigerant in it. So it's no joke, you guys. I'm telling you, you talk to anybody that's had to pay for refrigerant, they will tell you that's the biggest out-of-pocket expense. Save yourself and your clients some heartache down the road, because it's not a matter of if it's going to break, it's just a matter of when.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nora. We appreciate you. All right, Sarah, anything that you want to chat about before we get to our...
I know we're going over events and classes, and we have lots of events. I have some of the solar flyers up here if you need them. I'll just be putting all of the event flyers right here, the credenza outside. If you need any, we have a divorce CE class at our title office in West Russell. This one's on June 10th from 10 to 1. And then this one is a probate CE class with Kurt Kaplan. I know I've mentioned this a couple times, but this is a great class. He does make it really fun. He's very knowledgeable, and he does magic. So that's always really fun. But anyway, we have this one at our West Russell branch too, and I'll make sure that these are just outside here. Obviously, we'll just try to make sure everything is updated on the calendars, and then I'll just update you guys here when we have our meetings. And then I'll always have the new flyers right here on the credenza. So if you have any questions or need a flyer, it'll be right here outside.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. All right, and then Shane's not here with us today, so he works with Sarah. So John Morgan is not here today either. I don't know if he's in.
Girls crew,
I think so. Sorry. Elon's here to support the men. We appreciate you, Elon. All right, so today we have our guest speaker is Shawood Properties. Like I mentioned, yes, they're amazing homes. They're right up here in Summerlin, the ones that I toured. So ladies, if you'd like to come up, take as much time as you'd like explaining what Shawood is, because it's not your regular builder. So.
Very nice. Well, yeah, I heard it was going to be the ladies, so congratulations on being the soul. Beautiful group. We're very happy to be here. I'm Susan Allen. This is Alicia Rodriguez. So we did open our first Shawood neighborhood. And have any of you been to Japan? Not yet. No. Me neither. Our bosses are there right now. But our parent company is Sekisui House. Has anyone heard of what's going on with Sekisui? Have you heard of Sekisui House US? Okay, so just to give you a little bit of history, over the last 7 years, they have bought 5 US-based home builders. And we come from the side, more or less, right? And they bought Richmond American Homes. So now we're under this umbrella, Sekisui Second House US. So while that's brand new, you know those brands very well. So with that, they're introducing now the way that they build homes in Japan is Shawood. So this is quite unique and special, and we're thrilled to host you next week for the event.
Oh, which we haven't announced that.
Oh.
So next week, next week we're having our meeting. Our Thursday meeting is going to be at the Shawood properties, so you can see exactly, yes, exactly how they're built. At 10 a.m. I think we're scheduled to be there. So.
So with that, we're able to demonstrate, we have a framing system that we show you in our experience center and really walk you through what makes us unique. Because Shawood was created in 1995 by this parent company, Sekisui House in Japan, because of the strong earthquakes that they experienced there. They had a terrible earthquake on the eastern region, and we had about 180,000 homes that were impacted at that point. And what they did is started calling on their homeowners to see, are you okay? What can we do to help? And the trade partners all helped out with these calls as well. And they were thrilled to be able to find out that there was no structural damage to our homes. That was technically, I take that back, that was 2011. They developed Shawood in 1995 because of the earthquakes that they were going through. And to show you how they created it, they opened the world's largest R&D center ever for new home construction. They hired an army of engineers, and they really went about how can we build a better home that can protect the inhabitants within. So, their goal is to make home the happiest place in the world. So not just do they look at how they can engineer a better home with our framing system that you'll see, but also they study lifestyle and how you experience the home and all those components that go into making it better for the way you interact daily, for building a healthier home. How do we have lower blood pressure within our homes, that it's calming, that has those soothing aspects. That's all part of our intentional design. So we definitely look forward to showing you that. Another part, it's great to hear you talk about solar, because our homes are first scored 0. So we have solar included. And with this, they not only have solar panels, and we also have the Tesla Powerwall backup battery. So the home buyer is able to store their energy, reuse that, and then everything though, our HVAC system, we have, of course, the EV charger as well, but our circuit breakers are on a smart panel also. And with that, it all is helping that homeowner conserve, and their energy, cost will be very low. So that's an exciting element as well. So this first Shawood we opened about a year ago. This is at Arcadia in Summerlin. It's in the new Grand Park master plan, and we're bordering the park. We're actually flanked by 2. And the Grand Park will be the largest in all of Summerlin when it's finished. And then we have the Terrace Park. Pickleball, anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right up there.
We got you covered. So yes, so it's going to be a beautiful location. It's only 40 homes. Another thing that really sets Shawood apart is that we're not a volume builder. We're production, but not volume. So we are not building like a ton of spec homes. When you come to our community, the homes that you see in progress are sold. So we really want that buyer to be able to have that say. These are a luxury level. You have our information on our starting prices there. So it is quite special and unique. And we try to keep our price points competitive, like a Toll or something. We're going to be a little bit higher just because nobody is using the framing system that we are. So it is something, again, you have to really see to understand. We do have a home that is at framing. So if you have the opportunity when you visit and want to see a live home in process, we would love to show you that as well. So we have our green models as well, and we're about to open our second neighborhood later, and Alicia will be opening that community.
Yeah, so we're gonna be out by the Gilchrist Orchard.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So we'll be having for home sites, it'll be an assemblage of about 50 home sites. We'll have 4 floor plans from 3,000 square feet to 4,200 square feet, 3 and 4 car garages, as well as options for RV garages and an RV minimum.
Oh.
The RV garage has an apartment above it.
Oh.
So you can do storage underneath.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I know, I was thinking that.
Oh my goodness! Sold.
And then we'll have options for detached gazebos and pool cabanas as well. So lots of really fun, unique things.
Yes. So something in Summerlin, and then definitely that's not for everyone. So the people who want more land, more play area, then we definitely will have that available too. So my homes are all the 2-story, so they range from about 30, just shy of 3,200 to 3,400, and they have the big high ceilings. All of them have a bedroom down. So yes.
Isn't it one, I think you toured me on one,
Yeah.
I came with my husband and my son, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it one of the features that the way the framing, it's not nails, it's wood
That's right.
pegs and
Yeah,
stuff,
you
right,
got
which is
it.
fascinating.
Our wood is specially sourced out of certified sustainable forest. We plant 2 trees for every one that we take. And we do a glue lamb. So we take those trees to Japan and they mill them. They cut them into the 2x4s there, and they don't just glue them together. First they test for strength. So each plank is tested, and that determines if it's on the outside or the inside. And we have a demonstration for that on site. And then one of their proprietary methods is this super metal joint that's installed, and then the posts are cut and the beams are cut to fit to one another. So that's something that does make the sheathing, and then it's secured, thank you, with the bolts and drift pins. Now, when our home buyers come by and pick their structural options, then we send that order to Japan and they factory cut their home there. So Shawood is about precision, the engineering that goes into it. And another thing is, we have all the county and city inspections that every builder goes through, but we have 9 additional Shawood inspections. And we have our Japanese engineers on site. So they are reporting constantly to Japan at every stage of construction for each home to ensure that we're adhering to that method. Because, they only get one time to make a good first impression, and they're creating a brand. They want to grow this across the whole US. So we're in the Las Vegas market, we're in California, we're now in Washington, and we'll soon open in Arizona. And all of these locations are where they bought builders, by the way. So they have a great representation, but it is about the precision. So we will only even do like 2 to 3 maximum per month so that we can manage to that. And our framing crew, had to be specially trained. And so there's only one framing crew that's even allowed to touch Shawood. And they're getting better and better with each release. So we have about half of the community in progress right now. It's a small neighborhood. I'm only 40 homes. So we're just nearing the halfway mark at this point. So thank you.
They're gorgeous
Thank you.
And then what's your base price in the ones in Summerlin?
Got it. We're starting just shy of 1.6. So we do, and I will share, I didn't bring the information today because we do want you to come out and gather some more, but our included features are quite nice. Not to say that you won't personalize it, there's definitely the opportunity for that. And, we recognize at this price point, it's a lot of money. So we do go a little more slowly with our customers. We want them to be sure. So we, let's say that they come out, they like a home site, we pick the floor plan. We don't rush this. We will take them through a very, again, strategic and intentional process to go through costs, what they're going to pay. We will send them to the design center for a complimentary appointment so that they can explore and make sure that they're going to be able to build the home they have in mind within the budget. That's important to us. With that, we've had 0 cancellations because everyone has had the chance. Now, we take a refundable deposit to go through that stuff because we want them to, demonstrate their seriousness as well. But this has worked out 100% for us so far. And we just had a customer that had never been to our site. They sent a deposit, only having seen us online.
Really?
They had a wonderful realtor who represented them. He came out, we did some videos, and I did a lot of things to kind of demonstrate the homes to them. But they came out this past weekend, saw the home site because it hasn't even started, and the models, and then we went to the design center and got their packet, and we're going through their contract review tonight. So that is like a 7-day due diligence period, we call it. That's kind of unheard of, I think, for new home construction. So again, we decided when we opened the community to adopt this as a way to be more customer centric. So, and we love our realtors. We have a lot of realtor participation.
3%.
And we do co-op. Base prices are very, very good. So, all right. Are there any other
Any
questions?
questions, anyone? Okay, like
It's Thursday, we're gonna go?
yeah. So next Thursday at 10 a.m. we're going to go down to Shawood. So the address is in there. We're going to promote it. Well, you'll get emails. You'll get it on Facebook as well. And then they will have some breakfast for us down there. But you guys, I can't say enough about it. It was just so impressive going there. So you'll see how the wood is. They've got a whole demonstration there for you to walk through them. I was able to take some pictures. Are they able to take some pictures and video?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for your social media. These homes are top notch, so you're going to want to do that. But anybody, any questions? Anything that you know? I did not see that. Is that the different one? That's the one in. Oh wait, okay. This is the one. Yep. Is there? Yep. Oh. Yep. So then, yeah, and we'll get. Like I said, we're gonna email everybody, and then we will. It's this one right here. This one. Yeah. So, yes, we have the address. I just want to say for all of our people that are watching on Facebook, it's the 1020 Natural Harmony Street, 89138, right up the road here. So next Thursday at 10 a.m., we're all going to meet at the models and then go through the models, and then they'll have some breakfast for you as well.
Right now, all this is Grand Park, it's back here.
That's right,
That's
yes.
all
So it's
green.
phase one of what will be 3 phases is completed right now. And then we will have, more information available for you there that goes through like the community info, included features as well. Yeah. And then,
I have a random question. This is such a unique, like, construction, do you find that there's like a unique type of buyer that gravitates to your homes? Like, is there like, like a profile of a particular?
am I allowed to discuss that here?
No. I don't know, is it a weird question?
I mean, if I won a lot of 5 million, I thought it.
It's very unique, I
Just the
first time I heard-
construction of it, I fell in love with.
That's what I was wondering,
Yeah.
if somebody has some unique, specific profile of a buyer that would gravitate to.
And you guys don't have move-in ready, right? So it's
I'll share about that.
Okay.
It is the craftsmanship. And so this is probably more your discerning customer. They've been around the block, they've bought a home or 2, 3, 4, and they've bought nice homes and they've had issues. Be it construction quality just wasn't there. They're paying millions of dollars for a substandard home, or, the way that one top builder frames is the same way that a lower end builder frames. So this is the one that recognizes quality does make a difference. And that is something people, when they come in, they notice is our homes just feel different. And that feeling is intentional again, because we do build with materials that are going to make the home quieter, standard, and then they do have the ability to even make it more quiet if they want. But we can demonstrate that whenever you're out as well. That's a lot of fun. And the high winds, like people comment all the time, like, wow,
yeah.
like the homes are just so solid. Yes.
Yep.
How big are your lots?
They're not.
Or
Well,
some
some
of
of them, they are what we'll deem pool size. We do have a pool behind one of them, and so 6,200 at minimum, 6,400 is probably about the average, and that's going to give our customers with a 2-story home anywhere from 18 to 22, 24 feet in the backyard based on the articulation of the house. And we have had a couple of larger ones that we've sold some of them. I have more coming up though, not huge. What's big to you though? That's yeah.
Over 7,000.
Over 7. Okay, so we have a couple, and then to the question of the inventory, when we first opened, we said no inventory. We were going to be just dirt build. We wanted each customer to come in and have their own experience. But what we found over that year are people would come in and say, well, I don't want to wait 10 months. So it does take about 10 months from start to finish from permitting. That's not that long, but some people have a situation they need to move faster. And then some people said, I don't really want to go through that design experience. Like it was intimidating. They wanted to find a home that was already designed or finished. So with that, we did choose a couple of strategic home sites to do an anniversary house. So we've just broken ground on that. That will be ready about the end of the year, I think, right? So, and then we had 2 other homes we deemed as quick movement, and we're selling one of those right now before we even break ground.
Oh, wonderful.
So they got to pick up at the design center. We had already selected the structural options for that one. So it's breaking ground on June 1.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
So we'll pepper them in, we'll call it, as we we go.
Which I think is good because some people, they want that experience. And other people are like, I just need a house. They just need to get in there.
So no immediate, but
Mhm.
so we recognize we're maybe missing something with that. We also try to have different locations, so it isn't like there's only one area where, all right, these are the only home sites. We kind of
Spread 'em out.
sprinkle different locations in, and that gives us the ability to have different, premiums are gonna be associated with anything in Summerlin. So we have some low to like good, better, best, maybe.
Good. Perfect. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to go back there. So I hope you guys all attend. Everybody that's on our Facebook Live, we would love for you guys to join us next week because this is not your regular builder. I can't say enough. I love the homes. So, but yeah. So thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you again for breakfast. We appreciate it. Anybody, any questions before they head out? No. If you want to hang around, you can hang out after. If you have to leave, I know you're ready to open your models, but yeah.
We'd love to have your cards.
Yeah, if you guys want to pass, if anybody has business cards, pass them up, and then we'll collect more next week when we come.
Will, and we'll have a drawing next week. And then
Perfect.
what we'd like to do with this is you may already be in our system, but we would certainly like to keep you informed of what's happening with us and with the new Shawood opening up, because we will always host like realtor events, and we'd love for you to be, and even your clients, if they're interested, to be some of the first to learn.
Perfect, yeah.
Arcadia
Wonderful.
and Orchard.
And I think, is somebody in the Northwest, are they doing a preview of the ones in the Northwest?
We will be.
Okay, yeah, because we kind of heard through the grapevine from our Northwest office that they're heading down there and they're like, is it the same one as this one? Like, what's going on? So we don't want to miss it.
Yes,
So,
no, let's get you.
okay,
Let's get everyone
perfect.
entered. Okay,
All right, so if everybody wants to, if you have any cards, pass them to the middle here so then they can pick them up, and I'll grab some here. Yeah, yep, yep, just a perfect. Thank you, appreciate it. And cards. I'm gonna. Okay, perfect. That's all right. Just hand them to her over there. Thank you. I give them that way. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate you. We appreciate breakfast. We can't wait to see you until next week. And then we are going to move on to Sharon is not in here. I'm guessing everything's fine with compliance. If she had complaints about anything we're doing, she would be here to let us know. So we don't see her, so no news is good news. Myself, real quick, I just want to touch upon a couple things that I've noticed this last week. Again, we are not a licensed property management company. You cannot property manage. So if your clients need to, they can't purchase and they need to, hey, can you get me a rental? Sure, find them a rental. Or I have a house, I don't want to sell it, I need a tenant. Sure, help them find a tenant. But where your job stops is once that tenant moves in. You cannot do anything after that. Once that tenant moves in, that's considered property management. We do not do that. We don't allow you to do that. So please don't consider doing that. You get in a lot of trouble. And also, if you do a rental and help somebody find a rental, you have to get paid through the brokerage. They cannot just sell you money and you call it good. Any money, since you're a licensed realtor, any money that you receive must be delivered to the brokerage so they can work the file and give it right back to you. But you cannot collect money directly yourselves. Super important. Then we talked about zone. We're getting the new zone. So in the meantime, if you can all go in there and just upload a photo. I can't stress enough how important it is to have your photo in zone for referrals. Probably about 4 years ago, 6 of my transactions came from referrals from other states. And what they say is you're only one of the few that have your picture and your bio on the zone when they go to look. If you guys can't take the 5 minutes to do that, nobody's going to trust you with their clients. Just upload a photo. But it also helps us here in the office if you're going to get like little awards and things like that. We can't just put a little gold circle. We would like your face. So if you can just upload that for us. And my last thing is SkySlope. Whenever your clients sign a document, you have 72 hours to upload that into SkySlope. Don't hold on to it. Duties owed, BBRA, if it's a new build contract, you just need to get it into SkySlope, because if the division were to ask us about a file, and we don't even know it exists because you guys didn't upload it. So we all get in trouble for that. So super important that you guys get that going. Other than that, I think we already talked about that last week. So that's going to be in your in your book there, your handout. So Rock Title, we've got some new people that here. You're going to see some new faces, but we've got extra escrow officers, extra marketing reps, one in every office. So they're not spread so thin anymore. So if you do need assistance, please reach out to Sarah. She's here to help with anything that you might need. She can get you open house package, buyer seller guides. She can help you with farms, all of that. Don't hesitate to call her because they're there to help us.
The updated one because we have 2 new reps, guys. One
Oh, yes.
in the Northwest and one
In Green Valley.
In Green Valley office. So Veronica Torres and Jorge Guzman are both added to our team, so I'll get the new.
So everybody's
the team
covered.
flyer.
Yay. Perfect. Wonderful. And then we've got our app. If you guys have not downloaded the Rock Title app for your net sheets, I have been using this app. A lot of the title companies have it, but I couldn't do my listing presentations without this app. So really super important if you guys can do that. SkySlope, we put the steps in here 1 through 11 on anytime you need to upload something into SkySlope. Please, if you're on the mentee program, the only forms that we're going to have you upload are your duties owed, the supplemental, the BBRA, and any rental referrals. Otherwise, everything, you'll upload those, but everything else goes to compliance Sharon, and she will help navigate you through those systems. But for anybody that's a seasoned agent, everything, here are the steps. Everything needs to go into SkySlope. Do not wait till a week before your file is set to close, because Tim will have a long discussion with you about that. Our vendors, which we love, all of you. Thank you, Nora, for being here today and for the breakfast. Nora did bring us a breakfast as well, so thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we've got plenty for everybody. And Suzanne, I'm stuck. Oh, that's it? Okay, perfect. So we do need to do the gift, the bag, the raffle bag. So are you going to spin it? Yeah. Okay, you spin it. I'll pick a number. Okay. How many numbers do we have to choose from? Are they sporadic? Okay, so I'll yell out numbers.
Okay, so you got 1 through 14.
1 through 14. Okay, did you spin? Or are you spinning? Oh, you're a spin. Okay.
And it is actually
Number 1. Who's number 1? Oh, Laura Smith. Congratulations. Oh, happy day. All right. So thank you all for coming. We know it's, coming into summer. Everybody's got things to do, but we appreciate you showing up. If you need anything, we're always here. Tim should be back tomorrow. If not, if you need another day off, then have at it. I'm here if you guys need anything. All right. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
I don't know how to get out of here, Suzanne, so